Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I want to talk about the markets because we experienced earlier today a major drop in the markets, and I just want to talk about that. So, earlier today, from the beginning to the very bottom, it was about 5% for Bitcoin, and for something like Solana, which is technically an altcoin blockchain, it experienced a 12%, almost 13% downturn. And really what I want to say in this video is that Bitcoin is like its own animal. You know, institutions, they look at Bitcoin as like the primary reserve currency. It's where it all originated, it's where it all started, but it goes even deeper than that as time goes on because now you have various altcoins. Now, what are altcoins and what is Bitcoin? So, altcoins like Solana, Ethereum, and Dogecoin, all of these are their own blockchains, and those specific coins that I mentioned are blockchains. That's why I mentioned them. Now, something like Solana can have coins created inside of those blockchains, and something like Dogecoin, which is its own blockchain, I don't think it can do that. I could be wrong there, but I think it's based on how blockchains are created, um, just how useful they are, what you can do with them. Dogecoin, I think, was a copy of Bitcoin in a way, and because of that, you can't create coins underneath Dogecoin. But something like Solana or Ethereum, you can. And really, what does that mean for the cryptocurrency space? That means that businesses and institutions can create their own underlying coins and use them for basically their businesses and their futures, or their features in their businesses. So, for instance, in my business, I use my token underneath Solana, which is the blockchain token, and the fuel for the blockchain. It is a token that provides discounts and additional rewards to users for using the platform. It also can be redeemed for grams of silver through the redemptions, along with redemption points that you build up for using the platform on my website. But that's just one example of the way I picture blockchain technology. Somebody could do the same thing with Ethereum. They can make a token underneath Ethereum, connect it to their website through various features, and those features interact with the blockchain. Now, all of this is secured by blockchain technology, and the only limitation between all of this is which blockchain are you going to use? Are you going to use Bitcoin? Are you going to use something like Solana or Ethereum, which can create a business structure underneath it? Or are you going to stick with something like Dogecoin, which is technically nothing more than just a legitimate like investment? Like it's something just like Bitcoin, which is just an investment. You can't create a business underneath Dogecoin like you can Solana or Ethereum. Now, can you create a business around those in general? Yeah, but they would be investment-based businesses because you just can't use smart contract technology the same way you can with Solana or Ethereum. And that's really just what I kind of want to explain in this video is the difference between these various currencies. You know, they are different animals in a sense. And when you think about Michael Saylor creating an investment-based business around Bitcoin, it makes sense because first off, it was the first. It's had the most market exposure since the very beginning. But anybody can basically do the same thing with any emerging Dogecoin or similar, coin where you can't create businesses underneath it. Again, remember, it's an investment-based coin business because you're using Bitcoin or Dogecoin. You're not using like a smart contract based blockchain, which is Solana or Ethereum, and which allows you to create a business because you can create that business structure and those coins underneath it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. So if you like the video, if you like how I talk about blockchain technology in the markets, I'm still holding strong, by the way. That's not financial advice. I just wanted to mention that even though like these percentages are disgusting and we are really getting close to dangerous territory, But I just look at it as another opportunity, like a smart investor. You have to look at certain times as opportunities to build your wealth and your health and your education. And, just as time goes on, remember you have these opportunities to make a choice and make a decision. Life always questions you, asking you, what are you going to do at this given time? And all you have to do is really just make a decision. And where are you going to go from there? So you can change your life around. You can make smart decisions. And yeah, you all take care. Have a good one.